Okay, 6th grade. Okay, 6th grade. Our objective today could quickly change, so quiet down. Our objective is to review for our cumulative exam, which is your last one, okay? As long as you guys control yourselves and behave, we're going to play a review game. But if not, we're going to do book work, which is not fun, okay? So, couple pieces of information about the test before we start, okay? And I am recording this in case you missed something. So, the game today, Drew, face forward. The game today, you are able to earn 3 extra credit points if you're on the team that wins, okay? So, we'll talk more about that in a couple minutes. On the exam, there is a yellow piece of paper that's no calculator, okay? On this, the first part of this has find the sum, difference, product, quotient. So they'll end up being nice answers, but you just need to know your rules with integers. When is an answer negative? When is an answer positive? What do you do if there's 2 negatives back to back? So that's the first part. The second part, there's write the decimal as a fraction or mixed number. So I'm going to go over one of those today. If there's a repeating decimal, I'm going to go over that with you in a second, because I promised you guys that yesterday we would go over that. Next part is taking a fraction or mixed number and converting it to a decimal, okay, without a calculator. Number 12, put numbers in order from least to greatest. On the back of that, you need to write a percent as a decimal, which is easy. We've done that a lot. Write the decimal as a percent, and then find the percent of a number. So just that first page, no calculator, but it shouldn't be bad. You don't need any formulas on there. I think the hardest thing is going to be either long division or taking a repeating decimal and writing it as a fraction, which I'm going to show you in a second. The actual part of the test is a white packet. It goes in order of the chapters for the most part. Okay, there's a couple things that I'll tell you tomorrow when I pass it out, but around 150 points, I need to look at my key to make sure that that's correct. Okay, you guys we'll probably spend about 4 days on it. So the middle of next week when we are done, the rest of that week will be optional to come to math, and I will remind you of that, okay? I don't know yet. So, listen, it's extremely important that you do well on this test tomorrow, okay? It could have a big impact on your grade. I mean that. It's everything we've learned all year, so should you have retained at least 80% of the information? Yes, which means you should earn at least an 80% on this. Okay, like I said the other day, some of these problems are not as difficult as things that we've done in the notes or done in class. Okay, Neil? Oh, okay, that's fine. You can just make it up the next day, okay? Or come in early one day. Ben? That's exciting. All right, Kevin. Okay, guys, first thing I'm going to say here, you are losing time for your game, so everyone needs to quiet down. Okay, on the warm-up, who can explain how to do number 1? Abigail. Awesome. So it's always the amount of increase or decrease over original equals percent over 100. So someone besides Abigail, what did you get when you solved that? Amberly? Good job. And is it an increase or a decrease? Amberly? Good job. Okay, so 266.6 repeating percent. On the test tomorrow, make sure you indicate whether it's an increase or a decrease. Okay? All right. Second one, write an equation with a slope of 5, right, turn around, and it goes through 6, negative 1. Very first thing you should do on here is take y equals mx plus b. Okay, and now we need to find b. So plug your m in. How do you find b? This is a hard one. Kevin? Drew, I'm done telling you. Okay, sorry, Kevin. Okay. Okay, so what did you get for B? No, that's not right. You can do it that way, but that's not right.
Whoops.
Peyton? Not 9. Anyone else get B? Skylar? Good. B is 29. You have -1 equals -30 plus B. When you add 30 to both sides, you get B equals 29 because -1 plus 30 is 29. Yeah, to get 30, you need to wait till I call you. You need to add 30 to both sides. -1 plus 30 is 29. You're just solving a one-step equation. So once you get that, you plug it into the equation. So we have y equals -5x plus 29. Now, will they be this difficult on a test? No, probably not. But if you know how to do this one, the ones in the review and the ones you'll see tomorrow should be much easier. Neil? Okay. Okay, so you kind of made a table in your head. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what if you had to write an equation that was parallel to something? What would the slope be if it had to be parallel to this line? Grace? Good, it'd be -5. Parallel lines have the same slope. What if you had to write a perpendicular line? What would the slope be if it had to be perpendicular, Greta, to this line? Good. +1/5. Remember, perpendicular is opposite reciprocal. Flip it, change the sign. Flip it, change the sign. Okay, any questions on the warm-up? Okay, let me show you guys one more thing. If I can find where I put it. Okay, so a couple of you guys were asking me about this yesterday. So if you have something like 0.3 repeating, and now this one I know is easy, but if you didn't know what the fraction was, anyone remember the short little formula we used in chapter 5? Peyton, do you remember? Awesome. So if you ever need to take a repeating decimal and change it to a fraction, ignore the repeating sign for now. Write that number as a fraction. So 0.3 repeating is really just 3/10, ignoring the repeating sign. And then the denominator is always 1 minus 1 over whatever place this was in. So when you solve that, we get 3/10 over 9/10. You're dividing, so keep, change, flip. So we really have 3/10 times 10/9. And that's just me quickly doing keep, change, flip. These cancel. You end up with 3/9, which is 1/3. So is 1/3 0.3 repeating?
No.
Yeah. This works every single time. You may see this on the first part of the test. So make sure you remember that. I know it was from chapter 5, but make sure you remember that. It works the same way if it's in the hundredths place, if it's in the thousands place. Neil? Well, yeah, that's just skipping a step, Neil. That's fine. Okay. Jordan, awesome. Just put it on my desk. Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Neil? Okay. Nope, it's really 10/10 minus 1/10. Okay, so I told you guys I would go over some formulas with you. Does anyone, some of you guys already asked me, so I'm going to present it this way. Does anyone need me to go over any formulas, to check any formulas? Nathan S.? The interest formulas? Okay. And the balance ones? Okay. Okay, so let me go over interest formulas before I go over the review. So I'll be right with you, Amberly. There were 3 main ones in chapter 7. So we have interest equals PERT. So interest equals principal times rate times time. Make sure rate is a decimal and time is in years, okay? This is used if they say to you, find the simple interest. So not finding account balance, just find the simple interest. Okay, thank you, Nathan. All right, so another one is just regular account balance. Account balance equals principal, and then in parentheses, 1 plus RT. That'll ask you, what is the account balance of, and it'll just give you a bunch of information. You use this one when it is not compound interest. If it's compound interest, you use this formula. Make sure it's raised to the t power. Make sure time is always in years. Always. Nathan, does that help? Okay, is there anything else from 7, Nathan, or was it just mainly these ones? Okay, Amberly? Yeah, you can borrow a piece of my computer paper up there because I don't have loose leaf out of my printer. Help yourself. Ray? This is from chapter 7. Okay? And it's all in your notes, but in case you guys were confused, Drew? Yes, these are both, remember the A represents account balance. You can put a B there if you'd rather put a B than an A. Your book uses A for account balance instead of just balance. Luke. Okay, that's fine. Did you get some stuff done? Okay, you just put it on my desk. Okay, 6th grade. Anyone else either need clarification of a formula or need something re-explained from a chapter? Neil? Okay. So I'll have one of you guys tell us, like, can anyone remind us of the distance formula? Skylar? Okay. What goes here? Good job. Awesome. So there's your distance formula. Okay, you can remind us of the midpoint. Grace? Awesome. So midpoint, remember, is just like the average. Add them, divide by 2. Distance formula, you subtract and then square them, and then add them. Always simplify the radical with the distance formula. Always. And this is something, I know we are only going through a couple of them, but you guys are more than welcome to take out all your note packets from the year, if you haven't already done this, and make a formula sheet for yourself to make sure that you're ready and you know them all. Okay, anyone else? Camille? Say that again. Okay, well, it depends on how it's worded, Camille, but I'll give you the basic thing. So first, let me start here. It's always part over whole equals percent over 100, always. So part over whole equals percent over 100. And then the ones that you're talking about, it's always the new amount over the original equals P over 100. So there's another one. New over original equals P over 100. And then the one we did on the warm-up is amount increased or decreased over original equals P over 100. So there's technically 3 of these. Please make sure you're careful. Wholesale is like the original. Okay, retail is what the store prices it at. Okay, good. Area. Okay, hold on one second. Camila, are you okay with these? Okay. Trapezoid, we have area equals, I gave it to you guys as base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So that's for a trapezoid, and your trapezoid will look something like this. And a comment about this, I did finish grading the surface area quizzes. I'm sure you guys noticed yesterday morning. The scores were all over the place. So please check your grade. I had 100% and I had E's. That has not happened very often in this class. So check your grades on those. I can't pass them back right this second because Jordan just finished hers, so I need to grade hers. Tomorrow, I'll pass them back before you guys take the test so you can look through it. But if you look on progress book, it was out of 22 points. If you didn't do well, go over your surface area formulas, okay? It's not going to hurt your grade that bad, so I don't want you guys to get upset if you did not do well. The point of that is go over your formulas. That way you don't make the same mistake on the exam. I will have them on your desk as soon as you come in tomorrow morning so you can look over that. Okay? And you won't get to the surface area part on the test tomorrow, so that's why I'm okay with giving them back to you tomorrow. And you can take them home with you. That way you can look over your mistakes. Okay? And again, some of them were fine, but there were some I was very surprised. Okay? But remember, it's only 22 points, so it's not going to have a huge impact on your grade compared to what the cumulative test is going to have. True? What? Yeah, and I'll explain that tomorrow. But yes, you can skip around. Okay, any other formulas or questions before I go over the review answers? Okay, let me go over the review answers, and then put your hand up or stop me if you have a question, please. All right, so let me flip to mine, starting with 150. All right, 150 is yes, 151 is no. 152, the x-intercept is 30, y-intercept is 06. 153, x-intercept is negative 80, y-intercept is 04. 154, x-intercept is 70, y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Nathan S? Yep. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Just know if you had to graph it that you know what the ordered pair is. But no, I'm definitely okay with that. Okay, just the next one. 155. M is 1/5. 156, negative 1/2. 157, 6 over 5. 158, y equals 15x minus 3. 159, y equals negative 11x plus 7. Questions up to that part, Josh? Well, you're going to have to just check the recording to check yours. Okay. Okay, 160, slope is negative 3/4. 161, 0. 162, undefined. Please make sure tomorrow, if there's a 0 in the bottom of your slope, that you write down undefined. If there's a 0 on the top, 0 divided by anything is 0. Peyton? I thought that was a hand. Yep. No. x1, y1, x2, y2. Slope is y2 minus y1. Oh, x2 minus x1. Did you do it backwards? Okay. You do 6 minus 6 over negative 2 minus negative 3. Okay. Okay. Flip over. 163. This was a tough one. The equation, I'm just going to read the equation because if you have that, you have the M and B right. The equation is y equals negative 2/7 x plus 24. 164, the equation is y equals 6 over 7x plus 11. 165, the equation is y equals negative 8/7 x minus 16. Alina, if you're not done, just let me know. Okay. Good? That's okay. Yeah, if you did not simplify the slope, that's okay. That's why I wrote them both up there. So you're okay if you left them as the original, what it was on the graph. Just tell them I was teaching. You should be okay. You should be okay. Ben? How do you get this? The whole thing? Okay, count your slope, rise over run. Okay, or you can label it x1, y1, x2, y2. Using the slope formula, you get negative 16 over 14. Okay, and then the B, just look, it crosses the y-axis at negative 16. And then plug those into y equals mx plus b. That's all. Anyone else? Okay, 166, y equals negative 6/7 x plus 4. It has to be perpendicular, so that's why I was just confused myself. The original slope that you should have found was 7 over 6, but you need to flip it, make it the opposite for it to be perpendicular. And then they tell you the y-intercept, which is 4. 167, y equals negative 3/8 x minus 7. This is a hard problem. 168, it's kind of hard to see. Here's my graph. And 169, here's my vertical line. Make sure you check those too. Kevin? Yeah. Because -4 is completely different from 4. You know what I mean? They're completely different numbers, even though it's really just a negative sign. Like, it's a big difference whether you have $100 or lost $100. That's a huge difference. So, yeah. Peyton? Yeah. So 167, let me talk through it first. You're given the origin, and you're given this ordered pair. So you need to find the slope. So what I did in my head is I did y2 minus y1, which is -3/2, x2 minus x1, which is 4. So -3/2 divided by 4, keep change flip. So -3/2 times 1/4. You with me? Oh, okay, don't do that. And then you get -3/8. So you flip this by accident? Oh, I gotcha. Your formula, you mean. Okay. That's an easy fix. From there, plug your slope in, and then they gave you the y-intercept. Nathan? As negative what? You mean -1.5/4. Okay, yeah, no, I would let that go. I mean, yeah, I would let that go. The problem is not this hard on the test, so that won't happen. Okay, 170. Thought these would be easy to see, and it's not. Here's my graph. 171. Let me trace over these. Here's my graph. 172. I'll move out of the way in a second. They intersect at 1, -2. 173. There are, bless you, infinite solutions. And I have all this in my review, but the picture didn't work very well. Grace? You want me to do 172? Is that what you said, Grace? Okay. So 172, first thing you need to make sure is that you have them into y equals form. The first equation should be y equals -4x plus 2. So did you get that first? Okay, you could do that, but you really don't have to. Because if you just get them into y equals form and graph each of them, it's actually a little bit easier. The second one, when you get into y equals form, it's y equals x minus 3. So do you remember how to graph, Grace? Or do you want me to go over that part? You sure? Okay. Yeah, I would, anytime you see two equations, I would put them into y equals form and then graph them. And really, what you should have done on 172 was find the intersection point. So where did they actually cross? You know? Yeah, on the test, there will be a spot that says, write the intersection point. Yep. Well, no, if it didn't say that, no. Anyone else on that page? Okay, 174, it should be a dashed line and shade below. Let me see if I shut this off, if that helps anymore. Oh, there, that's better. 175, solid line, color above. Please make sure you remember when they should be dashed and when they should be solid. Okay, next one. 176, dashed line, color above. 177, dashed line, color above. $175, solid line, color above. 178, 7 square root of 6. 179, 4x times the square root of 3. 180, 3 times the square root of 3 over 10. 181 is a difficult problem. So if you didn't get this, don't worry about it. But you should get 5t square root of 3 over 7 square root of 2. If you got that right, very good job. That's a hard, Neil, that's a hard one. Kevin? If the directions say to simplify completely, yeah, I would take off. If they don't say that, then no, I can't take off. Now I will remind you if there's a problem, but again, I am 90% positive they're not that difficult on the test. I try to make the reviews harder. Greta? Oh, yeah, I forgot to say that. Thank you. 4x to the 5th, square root of 3. And here I thought my eyes were much better. Sorry. Anyone else on that page? Okay, 182 is 13. 183 is 5. 184 is square root of 5. 185 is negative 5, negative 1. 186 is 10, 10. 187 is negative 2.5. Amberly, we'll start with you. Yep. You really shouldn't change a radical to a decimal unless there's a perfect square, but if it didn't say in the directions, keep it as a simplified radical. I would not mark that wrong because you didn't know on there. Okay, so no. The way the directions are there, no. Kevin? I can, yeah. Okay, 183, we have x1, y1, x2, y2. So Kevin, so I do it the way you did. Did you start your distance formula with the x's or with the y's? Okay, so you have square root of negative 2 minus 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you have that first? Okay. Plus negative 11 minus negative 8. Did you have that? Yeah. Did you have that? Okay. So next step, Kevin, you have negative 4 squared, right? Plus negative 3 squared. Did you have that? Okay, that's probably the problem then. Did you add wrong? Okay. Just be careful. Anyone else on that page? Ray? I just went over that 5 minutes ago. x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Please pay attention, Ray. Add first. Order of operations. Add first, then divide by 2. Okay. Greta? You go ahead. Yeah. Good. Yep. Two S, yep. Perfect. Yep, good job. Okay, 188 in order, I don't know why I skipped one of these, is 2.6 and then 21 over 8, square root of 7, 2 square root of 2, and 2 and 7/8. 189 should be 3 square root of 2, 4 and 4/5. Sorry, I forgot to do this one. 4.85. And nope, I'm wrong. Oh man, sorry. This one has to go first. I know. 19 over 4, then 4 and 4/5, then 4.85. Sorry about that. Thought I had them all done. Okay, 190. A is 207. 191 is 84 square root of 2. 192, the short side is 10. The long side is 10 square root of 3. Drew? Yep, it's all up here, but yeah, I'll do it. So 30, 60, 90. I started with hypotenuse equals 2s. Okay, short side is y. So 20 is the hypotenuse, equals 2y, because y is the short side. Divide by 2, you get y is 10. That's your short side. Long side is short side times square root of 3. So take the 10, multiply it by square root of 3. Yeah, they're also right up here. And Greta just said them a minute ago. Okay, but yeah, they're at the end of chapter 9. 193, x is 13, y is 13 square root of 2. 194, b is 9. 195, y is 27. And the long side, which is x, is 27 square root of 3. questions on that, on those ones. Now, some of these are Pythagorean's theorem, so just be careful because they're mixed up. Abigail? 190? Okay. 207. You okay? Okay. 196. X is 18. The angles are 18, 54, and 108. It's obtuse. 197. X is 10. X is 10. It's a right triangle. The angles are 40, 50, and 90. 198. X is 5. The angles are 25, 70, and 85, and it's acute. Neil? You can't because it's angles. Pythagorean's theorem is only for sides. If you're given an extended ratio, just pay attention to whether they're giving you the sides or the angles. Ray and Mike. Daniel? Peyton? Maybe. Do you want me to go over that? Okay. So if you use Pythagorean's theorem, if c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, it's a right triangle. If c squared is less than a squared plus b squared, it's acute. If c squared is greater than a squared plus b squared, it's obtuse. So think of it as if the hypotenuse is bigger, it's obtuse. If it's smaller, it's acute. Okay, 199, 45 yards squared, 200, 220 feet squared, 201, 14.12 millimeters. Abigail? Oh, yes, definitely. Yep. Actually, I didn't follow directions. It says round to the nearest whole number. So it really should be 14 there. So, yeah, Abigail, I'm wrong, and yeah, you can keep it as 0.1 or as the whole number. Peyton? Okay, so did you look at my work up here? Did you do 625 equals pi r squared? Yeah, make sure the area formula is pi r squared. Ray or Josh, whoever's banging their feet, stop. You okay, Peyton? All right, here's the ones that some of you guys don't like. 202 is 216 centimeters squared. 203 is 896 inches squared. 204 is 50.24 inches squared. 205 is 141,551.2 millimeters squared. Now, while you're checking those, the biggest mistake I saw when I checked the surface area quiz yesterday morning was when you guys were finding the slant height or the hypotenuse, you were forgetting to take half of the base. Make sure you guys remember, when you're taking a triangle from here, take half of 230, which is 115. That was the biggest mistake on that quiz yesterday. Grace? On which number? The first step? This part? Okay, pi times 115 squared plus, Ben, 1/2 times 2 times pi times 115. The whole thing is times 277 because the slant height is 277. You okay? Nathan S.? Yes, I can. Okay, 203, the formula is base plus 1/2 PL. So area of the base, who's doing that with their calculator? 14 times 14 plus 1/2 times the perimeter, which is 4 times 14, times the slant height, which they gave us, which is 25. Okay? I don't know, does that help? Okay, second step is 196 plus 700. Did you have either of those? Okay. Okay, anyone else? Jordan? Wait, say that again? Yeah. I always just put pH for myself because I know that a circle, the perimeter is circumference. The reason I do that is so I don't have to memorize a million formulas. You know what I mean? But yes, it's, thank you for telling me that. It should be C. I just always have the habit of writing the P for perimeter. Okay, anyone else on the review? Positive? Does anyone have any general questions? Okay, just remember that first page, there's no calculator. All right, because I don't have a ton of time with you, I'm not going to pass out the markers. So just on a piece of scrap paper, where we only have about 8 or 9 minutes. So on a piece of scrap paper, you guys can jot these down there. Peyton, do you need paper? Anyone else need paper? Can you give that to Camille? No, because we have to start the test tomorrow. Pass that back to Grace and Drew. Anyone else need scrap paper? All right. So let's do these three rows and Joseph and Camille. Thank you. So these 3 rows with Joseph and Camille, and then Peyton, you'll be with those guys. All right, Skylar, you're up. Okay, go ahead, Skylar. You can either. Okay, go ahead. Okay, guys. I don't want to hear complaining. Okay, Neil, no complaining. Okay, we don't have to play a game. Please. You guys are the only class I play games with, and don't ruin it. All right, solve for X. Skylar, when you're done, let us know. I believe you'll get a nice answer. Let me just double check. Yeah, nice answer. And I am still recording, so if you guys want to check anything, they're up there. My eyes are getting a little fuzzy here. Awesome. Skylar, when you're ready, let me know. You ready? What'd you get? Awesome. Okay. X equals 2. Does anyone have questions? Shane, do you have a question? Oh. Anyone have questions on how we got 2? Make sure you listen when I ask, okay? We good? All right. Anyone want to volunteer on this team? Did anyone not go last time? Shane, did you really not go? Okay, Shane. Okay. Go for it, Shane. The prickly pickle. All right, write that number in scientific notation. Ben, do not do that. Okay, this is not mine. It's a prickly pickle. Mike was nice enough to let us borrow it. Do you have a question? Let me check. Shane, when you're ready, let me know. I'm just checking everyone's. Good job. Good job. Good job. You forgot something. Good job. Awesome. I wish you guys had your whiteboards. It's much easier for me to see. Awesome. Oh, the light's driving me crazy here. Where'd you forgot something. Forgot something. Shane, you ready? Okay, go ahead. Good job. Okay, listen, because there have been some mistakes on this in the past and just now. When you're converting a really small number to scientific notation, so like 0.0000 something ray, make sure that your exponent is negative. When you're converting a large number, like 64,000 to scientific notation, exponent is positive. Because when you're going from here to here, you're moving your decimal point from here to the left 5 places. Okay, so just be careful there. All right, Mike? Okay, you need to solve both of those. So what number is 12% of 60? And then the second one is 6 is 75% of what number? You need to get them both right. So if Mike's team doesn't get them, other team, be ready. One of them is a decimal, one of them is nice. If you guys get the answer, just leave it on your desk. We'll go over both of these together once Mike's done. For both of them? Okay, do both of them. You need to do both of them, Mike. Okay, go ahead. Okay, that's right. Good job. Okay, this is kind of hard to see, but it should be A over 60 equals 12 over 100. You get 7.2 for the first one. I just read it. Hey, guys. Let me say that one more time. The first one is A over 60 equals 12 over 100. You get 7.2. The second one is 6 over B equals 75 over 100. You get 8. Remember, is over of equals P over 100. Part over whole equals percent over 100. All right, no pressure, team 2, but if you guys get this, we all get bonus points. Okay. Greta and Jordan, did you girls both go last time? You don't know? Okay. Go ahead. Jordan, remind me next time that you didn't go yet, okay? Because I know you're usually not here when I do this. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Greta. All right. Sam works at Music World. He receives a discount of 20% on all purchases. The retail price of the cassette tape is $7.99. What will Sam pay with his discount? So going for the tie. No pressure, Greta. What did you say, Ben? What about money?
Money. He's going to get cassettes.
The other team, make sure you have it. Yep. Oh, wait, no, this number's not right. No, this number's not right. Greta, you ready, or are you still thinking? Okay, what'd you get? That's right. So, here's the setup. Here's what I saw some of you guys do. Hey, no throwing. Here's what. Okay, Ben, just sit there. Here's what some of you guys were doing. If there's a discount, you need to take 100% minus the discount price to get 80, okay? Remember, it's always like the new amount over the original. The original in this case is the retail because the sale price is the new amount. Peyton? No. Okay, questions on that? Okay, so listen carefully. If you guys did not get to go this time, after the exam, we'll play another game like this, just for fun, okay? Yes. I will PDF it and put it on Blackboard in about a half an hour. Listen. Shh. Listen. Hey, guys. Shh. Grace, sit down. Ben, sit down. Guys, you have not been like this all year, so stop. Some of you at least. I know you're excited, but shh. You will all earn +3 from the game. Don't ruin it, okay? At the top of your test tomorrow, make sure that you write down +3. If you have not had an opportunity to go yet, when we're done with the test, we'll have a day or half a day that we'll play another game just like this. I would like to have the entire hour to play. So just make sure you let me know. I know majority of you that haven't gone yet, I know, but if I don't know, make sure you let me know when we get to that, okay? I will put this on Blackboard as well as the recording. So the PDF of the game will be up in case you need more review problems. Please go over your formulas, go over your review. Make sure whiteboard and erasers are back. Drew and Kevin, I'll talk to you right now. Okay, you guys can get packed up. Boys are first today. Kevin? Here, Jordan, for fun, throw it. Woohoo, look how good you are. Yes. Go ahead, Nathan. Throw it up to that circle. You're careful, don't do that. Yeah, we'll play a math game. That's fine. Oh, it's still off. Yeah, you have the rest of the week and next week. Okay. Hold on. That's fine.